What's going on, guys? I'm back here with round 6 World Pokemon TCG World Championship 2018 VOD review. We got Andrew playing BabyBuzz Trashalanche Shrine versus Patrick with ZoroGarb. I think this matchup is about 50-50. It's a close one. Andrew tries to abuse Buzzwole early, get into Sledgehammer, close out with Trashalanche. Patrick kind of has to just hit with whatever he has and eventually use Trashalanche. Ability Lock Garb is pretty strong in this matchup on Patrick's side, as Andrew is running the 2-2 artillery line, which you can shut down, which is a lot of his draw power, actually, and you can shut that down. That's pretty good. That'll be pretty good for Patrick. So we see initially Andrew Ultra Balls away Trubbish Rainbow. That's fine. Into a Cynthia. He has a Trubbish and a Buzzwole. I don't like this Shrine of Punishment placement. I don't like him putting out Shrine here. You want to get value out of the Shrines, and I don't know if he knows he's playing against ZoroGarb or not. But against ZoroGarb, they have a lot of stadium removal. They play usually 3 Field Blower and then 2 to 3 Parallel City. You want to get value out of your Shrines. They're usually only sticking in play for a turn. So I really do not like this early Shrine of Punishment here from Andrew. I definitely think that's a mistake. See if he can clean it up from here, though. So Cynthia for 6 on Andrew's side. See what he gets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like a lot of Choice Band, Special Charge, Beast, and a Shrine. Definitely does not want to attach Beast here yet. ZoroGarb plays the Enhanced Hammers generally. We see Puzzle from Patrick. Looking at his top 3. Hopefully there's something there because his current hand is dead. There is an Ultra Ball, so he is saved he will be saved next turn as long as Andrew doesn't top deck a way to somehow get Buzzwole into the active and Diancie. He actually needs a lot on Andrew's side. Andrew top deck Stretcher, so that's not happening. It looks like it's probably just going to be a pass from Andrew. Back over to Patrick's side. There's the Ultra Ball. And we'll see what he gets here. He's keeping the Field Blowers. Thinking about Ultra Ball anyway, Zoroark. I like definitely want Ultra Ball away Zoroark over the Stretcher. It's probably going to go Lele for Bridget. Then he'll have a trade as a follow-up to try and draw out. I don't hate that. I think that's probably how I'd go with this. Just get probably triple Zorua. As you know, Andrew is dead drawing. You just want to draw into cards yourself. Zorua trouble. Yeah, there's not enough items in Andrew's discard probably. I would just go triple Zorua here as Patrick. Stretcher for the, what's it called, the next turn. Looks like he's going for N. Definitely do not want to go for N here. That's like the worst possible supporter you could go for. Just go for Bridget, get triple Zorua. You need a setup, man. Yes, there we go. There's the Bridget. Take it. Take it. Do not play N. If you the N is terrible. Oh no. This is a massive mistake from, I don't even know what he's going through his head to make this kind of play. This is huge. It's a huge mistake. And he's not even going to blower the Shrine, it looks like. No, he might go for the blower still. This is a huge mistake from Patrick. I don't know what he's thinking here with this. You have at least a 1 trade next turn, which is at least plus 3 cards. Your top deck, then you trade for 2. You know Andrew's dead drawing because he wouldn't just draw past for no reason. So you can at least draw out of your current situation. You need to set up Zoroarks anyway, so you need to set up in general. This is actually a massive mistake here from Patrick. He's at least going to blow over the Shrine, but then he plays the N. That's super poor. I don't know what he was thinking with that. That's just go Bridget, triple Zorua. You have Stretcher for 1 trade, see what you get. There's 3 cards. Patrick is drawing 1 card per turn. Your favorite to draw out of it before he does. Massive mistake there from Patrick. We'll see how much it comes back to bite him. And there we go. The draw is a Trubbish and 5 dead cards. Well, what do you need to set up? You need Zorua so you can evolve your Zoroarks and then trade. So once again, huge mistake from Patrick. We see Andrew's going to have some stuff going on, though. He's got Shrine. He can Ultra Ball for what's his face? Artillery. Oh, excuse me. Really, Andrew wants to come up with ways to deal with these Trubbishes, though. So I don't know if he really wants to Ultra Ball here. I actually wouldn't hate to see him Ultra Ball. So he's going for the Diancie. I would hate to see him Ultra Ball away. I would keep the Guzma. I would Ultra Ball away the Choice Band and the Trashalanche, I think. Because that way, if you find if you're gonna get Diancie, you definitely want to keep the Guzma. Because if you can Artillery right now, and if you get a strong energy, then you go Guzma and knock out Trubbish. So I don't like this play at all from Andrew. He should have Ultra Balled away the N. Keep the Trashalanche. Yeah, get rid of the N. No good here. Yeah, he's going to go with the N. He doesn't know that Patrick's hand is dead. So Patrick gets bailed out of this one. Definitely would have liked to have seen Andrew Ultra Ball away the N and keep the Choice Band, maybe? I don't know. Keep one of the other cards. Instead, we see him not. Yeah. Well, no Floatstone still, so Andrew is still stuck. with the Artillery active. I think Patrick's hand might still be dead. No, we got the Zorua. We got Treasure. All right, we got a couple things going on. Nothing great though. Probably Treasure away the Ultra Ball. He has an Enhanced Hammer. Enhanced Hammer is very good in this matchup. He might just pass here. I think he did just pass. I think he does have a Zoroark in hand. No, he doesn't. I don't like that passing though. Maybe he prized his other Lele if he plays 2 Lele. That's possible, I guess. I don't know why he wouldn't go for like Lele for. Oh, he doesn't have Cynthia in the deck. There's probably another N in the deck he could go for though. And this is kind of what happens when all Patrick had to do was go for the what's it called early, and he chose not to go for the Bridget. And instead he goes for the N, and now he makes this game super hard for himself. And he's just got like nothing going on now. Ultra Ball. So Andrew's already passed the item threshold, I think, where it's relevant. He's gonna get a Trubbish here, I think. Oh, he's choosing to take nothing. I don't know what he's saving the bench space for. Definitely wants a Guzma here from this Abyssal hand. Yeah, he has not used it yet. All right, I don't like that at all either. Why are you gonna? Oh my gosh! Just go for 3. The extra 1 card is not that big of a difference in drawing to the Guzma. Just draw 3. Leave that in play. It's beating up on the Lele for you. Like there's no reason to blower that away. Really don't like that play from Andrew. I also don't know why he didn't grab a Trubbish off the thing. He just chose to fail it, right? That was a little confusing too. The Nest Ball. Special charge, puts that back in, and then it looks like he's probably going to go for the Sycamore here and look for the Float Stone. Whiffs the Float Stone. Again, he has a Shrine. There's no reason not to play it. I really do not like how he's been playing this game. Actually, you can hold the Shrine here, actually. I don't know. He should not have blowered that first Shrine, though. Just leave that Shrine in play. The 1 extra draw isn't that big of a... It doesn't increase your chances that much, and you don't need it this turn. You can still find the Float Stone. There's the Enhanced Hammer from Patrick. It's got Acerola, which doesn't really do anything. We should just see DCE to Zorua and then Sycamore, I think. He's debating playing Acerola. This is really slow. This Acerola is really bad, too. I don't know why he Acerola'd that. That's so slow. Like, Andrew's been doing nothing this whole time. They're both like... Andrew doesn't want to be doing nothing. Although he's making it harder for himself to do stuff. Patrick's like, I'm just going to give you as much time as you want, man. Take all this time. Take all this time you need while you're dead drawing. Like, what? This is actually this is being played super poorly on both sides. No, not as bad on Andrew. It's being played super poorly on Patrick's side. Andrew's been like, there's been a couple things, but nothing too huge. I thought he had a strong energy. Oh no, he's Sycamore away strong energy. All right, so Andrew's looking for a strong float. He would have loved to have any kind of energy there, so he could just Guzma KO the Zorua or the Trubbish. Not today though. Still no Float Stone from Andrew. So yeah, we're just gonna see a pass. Back over to Patrick. Has a Float, has a Lele, has a Zoroark, has a Trashalanche. He's ready to go. Let's start seeing some knockouts come through. Save the Trashalanche, KO the active with Zoroark, I think is the way to go. This Parallel City is actually huge. It's a big deal. I would like to see Wonder Tag for Guzma here actually and take out the Buzzwole. I think so, yeah. Maybe just knock out the active, though, cut off his draw. I don't know, this one's actually awkward. You need to do something. Oh, he's just gonna go trash. No, what are you doing? You play Lele, get a draw supporter. Or bridge it, or trade. There's no reason not to trade there. Your Zoroark's never getting knocked out. Actually, I don't know how many items Patrick has in the discard pile here. 3. So his Trashalanche would get knocked out by a Trashalanche. So then he needs a response to that, which means you need more basic Pokemon, which means he could have gone Lele for Bridget, trade away the Float Stone. He's already at that item threshold where Trashalanche KOs Trashalanche. Going over to Andrew's side, Andrew plays a Cynthia here. Or maybe an N, actually, I didn't notice. Trubbish has the Rainbow. And now we'd have no follow-up immediately. But Patrick could have like set up his board so much better. He could evolve to Zoroark, trade the Float. See if you hit Bridget, fill your bench. If not, Lele for Bridget, fill your bench. Because you're going to have to KO this Trashalanche with this thing, with your Zoroark anyways. Then you set up an attacker to deal with the Sledgehammer, which will become another Trashalanche. Trashalanche deals with Sledgehammer, and then you set up another Zoroark to deal with the Trashalanche that deals with your Trashalanche. And then from there, if you don't have enough items in your discard pile, Andrew runs out of ways to one-shot your Pokemon. I was holding off for the Bridget for the night. He should have traded last turn, though. For sure. I don't know. You probably should have Bridgeted, too. I also don't know why Andrew put his Stadium in play at the end of his turn. Oh, no, he had to bump Parallel City. That's fine. I forgot Parallel City was in play. All right, let's go back and rewatch it. So then he's gonna go trash it. He should go at least evolve Zoroark, trade away Floatstone. Please, no. All right, then he passes. Should have seen at least evolve Zoroark, trade away Floatstone. 100%. There's no. You need more cards, man. You can't win with the cards you have currently. Or you're not gonna for sure win the game with the cards you have currently. All right, we're gonna see the stretcher from Andrew. If he goes for the artillery line or just looks like Trubbish and the artillery line. Sounds good to me. I like that. Flows on the Diancie. Ultra Ball, if you can play it, would be great. Yep, Ultra Ball away, and Guzma. Get probably Remoraid. Yeah, it looks like Remoraid. Oh, he has 2 Remoraid in the deck. He shouldn't have gotten Remoraid then. He should have got another Baby Buzzwole. That was a mistake on Andrew's side. He has 2 Remoraid in the deck. You're not going to set up another one at this point, I think. Yeah, you should have left. If you know you're going to Ultra Ball for the Remoraid, then don't get a Remoraid out of your discard pile. Gets another Trubbish. That's great. He gets the Rainbow. Okay, here we go. He replaced the Parallel City with that, so he can manage everything. All right, that's fine. And then Treasure Launch Knockout. Patrick's answer to this will be to, once again, if he had Bridgeted last turn, he has another Zoroark in hand, which means he'd have another trade, which means he'd be 2 more trades deeper. This is actually just is super poor from Patrick. Also, him attacking with Trash Launch here is going to be bad too. I don't know if that's what he's thinking here. And now he has a Sycamore. So if he had just gone last turn, Lele for Bridget set up your board into Sycamore this turn, he would have been in such a good spot. Instead, he chose to like play nothing, and now he's just kind of stuck. I don't even know what he's going to do here. He's probably going to look for Trash Launch, knock out the Trash Launch active, but then he doesn't have an answer to the Sledgehammer Baby Buzzwole that'll come out in the next turn. I mean, he could go for like a Guzma knockout off something off the bench, I guess. But so he's going to Guzma Buzzwole and probably hit it with Zoroark. But then this gives this Andrew a free hit into the Zoroark. So I don't like this at all. 60 Shrine applies. Yeah, I think Patrick is playing this super poorly. Andrew's had a couple missteps so far, but it hasn't been quite as bad. Get a free hit into this Buzzwole, which you can then clean up with Treasure Launch, or go like Sledgehammer, Guzma, KO, Lele potentially. Would have been very nice. No, this is fine. Yeah. Oh wait, that actually knocks out. Whoa. Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was terrible. That was actually a really bad play. Once again, another. And Patrick is sitting with supporters in his hand too. He's just like choosing to not play. Well, he played Guzma, but Guzma doesn't do anything there. This is actually just like. So what Patrick should have tried to do there was knock out this Trash Launch with Zoroark through Riotous Beating by setting it up by using Bridget on his last turn. This turn, and then the turn after that looks to set up Trash Launch to deal with the Sledgehammer Buzzwole, and then from there go back into Zoroark, most likely to close out the game. Instead, he goes with don't play a supporter on that turn into Guzma just punch this Buzzwole that he now is going to struggle to knock out. And then he has no answer for this Trash Launch once this Trash Launch KOs his Trash Launch because he chose to never bridge it and has no Pokemon set up. So he's going to be able to get the Trash Launch knockout. But knowing he has to go for the Trash Launch knockout, he probably should have just sent up the Trubbish. I mean, I guess he has the Floatstone, so I don't hate that actually. With his current hand, it looked like, and he is able to utilize the Floatstone here fine. So I guess that's fine to send up the Lele there. Trubbish comes down. No Zoruas. Once again, could have already had like 3 Zorua in play if he had just chosen to bridge it. I think I just saw a Field Blower. There we go, Trash Launch knockout. But then Trash Launch knocks out his Trash Launch, and he has no way in his current hand to deal with this next Trash Launch. And then there's even another Trash Launch, or a Trubbish on Andrew's bench to be set up into a Trash Launch, which once again, Patrick doesn't even have basic Pokemon. Even if he had a Zoroark, he can't even ride his Beating knockout out because he doesn't have basic Pokemon on his bench because he just chose not to bridge it for no reason. All right. Baby Buzzle comes down for Andrew. Thinking about it. There's the Baby Buzz. Rainbow. I think he maybe has Guzma. Oh, he does have Guzma. Sick. He can knock out the Lele with Sledgehammer. I like this. He goes down to 1 prize. And it's going to put Patrick in a really rough spot. Patrick then has to Guzma up the Trash Launch on Andrew's side and knock it out. Instead, he's just going to scoop. All right, so he scoops. So game 1 played super poorly by Patrick. Chose multiple turns in a row to not bridge it when he should have just bridged it to set up for a game plan. Instead, he just, I don't know, kind of fumbled through that one. Super poorly played by Patrick. Patrick played super poorly. Andrew, there was a couple of mistakes, but nothing too huge. Just a couple like sequencing errors, I feel like, on Andrew's side. Should have played more for the Guzma earlier on, but overall it wasn't that bad from Andrew. Once again, played super poorly by Patrick. Couple mistakes by Andrew. Hopefully Patrick cleans this up in this next game, and remembers that Bridget is really good to use at some point in a Zoroark deck. Ideally, he just finds it turn 1, and he can get a clean setup. But we'll see how this one goes. Both got basic. Oh, mulligan on Patrick's side. Nothing super important prize on Andrew's side. Trubbish. If he plays 3 Trubbish, the Trubbish could be a little bit annoying, but it shouldn't ever be a factor. Should be all good on Andrew's side. Nothing super important prize on Patrick's side. The 1 Trubbish, once again. I'm sure he's also playing 3 Trubbish. All right, we got Lele. Hopefully Bridget. And I want to see Sarua Trubbish. He got the Psychic in hand to set up on the bench Trubbish. He's going for the Latios. Oh, he plays the Latios. So Latios works a little bit better here. Then I would go for Sarua Latios if you know you're attaching to the Latios immediately. You still need to draw cards. That's one thing people forget about in ZoroGarb is you still need to set up trades to draw cards to keep up with decks right now. Hopefully he does not take Sarua Trubbish Latios. And hopefully he takes Sarua Latios. Nope. So he's putting himself in a hole here for no reason once again at the start. Hopefully he does not flow on retreat. Just let the Trubbish get knocked out if it's going to get knocked out. All right, cool. Pass. Bam, strong. And then, yeah, just Cynthia. No need to play anything else on Andrew's side. Yep, Cynthia. It's actually not even that big of a deal if Andrew whiffs the knockout here. I don't even know if he wants to take... Well, you probably want to take it. It's okay if he whiffs, though, because then there's a potential that Patrick doesn't get the knockout on your Buzzwole, and then the Trubbish stays trapped active for a turn, and you can just kind of chill for an extra turn. Got the Antsy, got Nest Ball. Nest Ball should be for a... whatchamacallit, Trub. Because you need an answer to Latios potentially. It looks like he's going for Remoraid. I would definitely like to see a Trubbish here. But I guess that makes his Ultra Balls outs into draw supporters because he does not play the Oranguru, I don't think. So Ultra Ball itself doesn't become an out into drawing cards. So he goes for the Remoraid instead, and he's going to hit it. Oh, he's going to hit for the knockout. And here we go. Patrick sends up the Latios. I don't like that. Send up the Lele, attach the Flowstone to the Lele, or maybe even the Zoroark. Probably the Lele. Get that Flowstone in play, get that free retreat in play. So, and he lucks out though. He top decks whatever it's called. Doesn't even have to worry about it. He's going to Ultra Ball. Don't Ultra Ball away the puzzle. Oh, no, but I guess he has the Ultra Ball. So then if his top deck is that, then he would want to go like that anyways. Don't Ultra Ball away the puzzle. Don't Ultra Ball away the Floatstone. I think this is a mistake. Oh, he's going for the Ability Lock Garb. Okay, no, I actually like this on. I actually like this on Patrick's side. He's just going to go immediately into Latios Carry Me. And he plays N. No, playing N is fine. No, I actually like this from Patrick. I wouldn't have initially set up the Latios because there's a possibility you whiff the DC, which means you just want to protect the Latios anyway. So I still think Patrick misplayed on that. He should have sent up. I guess you want to go for this, and you can send up the Trubbish. So he should send up Trubbish first. Attach Float to it. Float the Trubbish because you want to get Garbodor online. But you don't know if you're going to for sure hit the DC or not, so you don't want to lose the Latios potentially. But if you're going to put the Flowstone in play no matter what, then there's no reason to risk losing or the Latios getting stuck active without being able to attack if you just whiff the DCE. So this was, once again, poorly played by Patrick. He should have sent up the Trubbish, knowing he was going to float the Trubbish anyways, most likely. Send up Trubbish, float Trubbish. If you whiff DC, if DC is not your top deck, then you play N. If you whiff DC, you're not going to go into the Latios. You want the Latios to get hit for free. So another mistake there by Patrick. I think I would have gone with the Lele, though, with the Floatstone. I think the Ability Lock Garb is actually pretty good. I guess I might kind of understand me a little bit there. So Evolve to Zoroark hit. Actually, no, the Shrine's in play. So you... Oh, no, there's no Shrine in play. Yeah, Evolve to Zoroark. In case if Andrew's support for turn is N, you just want to have that in play. Then hit, attack, knockout. Bam. Andrew's hand looks pretty bad. Yeah, it's not good. He is going to get BabyBuzzGarb, though. So Sledgehammer will come online eventually. Oh, he has an N. I didn't see the N. Okay, so he's not actually in that bad of a spot. So he's setting up for Sledgehammer. We'll see what Patrick has. I mean, Andrew doesn't even really want to attack this turn. He kind of just wants his active to get knocked out and then follow up later. Buzzwole, Octillery, Blower. He actually has Blower for the tool and then can draw cards. But I don't really think there's a reason for him to have Blower this turn. He doesn't really need to draw cards this turn. He got everything he needed this turn. He doesn't really want to Floatstone retreat and then Sledgehammer or attack this turn. Well, maybe that would have been fine then. He could hit for 70 and then 50, so I would have KO'd. Okay, actually, no, I'm fine with that. Thinking for Floatstone, I guess it was fine here then. No, I like that. I'm down with it. And the pass. Patrick ideally wants to just play around Sledgehammer, but I don't know if he's going to be able to. Guzma is great here for Patrick because then he can Guzma knock out that Buzzwole. And it looks like he got that play in hand. He can Ultra Ball away 2 things and then get Guzma, Psychic Retreat. That doesn't sound great, though. You could Ultra Ball and just get a Trubbish and then play Cynthia. Actually, that sounds a little bit better. Yeah, don't get rid of the Psychic. You never get rid of Psychic here. Ugh. I don't like that. Especially if you're getting Trubbish, then you need the Psychic Energy to attack with it. That was a pretty big mistake, once again, by Patrick. If you're Ultra Ball in here, you're usually getting Trubbish. Yeah, so attach the Psychic to the Trubbish. I don't understand what he was thinking with that. And probably Ultra Ball away the Acerola instead of the Psychic Energy. Acerola is kind of awkward. It's good if you can set it up. But yeah, you definitely want to keep the keep the what's it called in here. I don't think he's traded yet, so he should probably trade. I don't know what his hand is though. He's going 30-30 on the Remoraid. I don't hate this from Patrick. Trying to give himself an option to play around Sledgehammer, but probably not going to happen. Be very hard for it to happen, I guess. Oh, there's the Goose. Oh, he can Guzma knock out the Zoroark. All right, so we should see Guzma knock out Zoroark from Andrew. Ideally, gets another Octillery. I don't like keeping the Sycamore over the Cynthia. He should definitely Ultra Ball away the Sycamore here. Keep the Cynthia in hand, because you don't know what you're drawing off this Octillery, and you might not want a Sycamore next turn. So that's a mistake there from Andrew. Ultra Ball away the Sycamore, and that's in the hand. Keep the Cynthia. Guzma the Guzma the Zoroark. This is actually pretty nasty. 3-4. It's not terrible so far. Probably Ultra Ball away too. Nah, you don't even have to Ultra Ball away the ends yet. But he's just going to go for it right now. Get a Trash Avalanche. I don't hate it. Just get it right now. Sure. I wouldn't evolve it yet because I guess... No, because then you get Sledgehammer either way. Yeah, just evolve it. Go for it. So look, he might not be able to utilize Sledgehammer this game. But he's so far ahead it might not matter. Here comes Latios. Trade from Patrick. Nothing great there. The Trash Avalanches. Probably bench... evolve to Trash Avalanche, Ultra Ball for Trubbish, activate Ability Lock again, and then play Sycamore. That's what I want to see here. There we go. Ultra Ball for a... Nope. Ultra Ball for a Trubbish. No, it's prized. Trubbish is prized, I think. The last Trubbish. We're not going to see that. So Flow Stone to Ability Lock Garb. He's going to Ultra Ball both the way anyways. Benching Zorua is not that great. So I bench this Zorua, I guess. Yeah, bench the new Zorua. Yeah. I don't even know if you want to bench that. Yeah. I would just leave the spot open. Like, yeah, it's not great. Yeah, no, bench it. You should get a Zorua there and bench it. I think, actually. I changed my mind. You should get Zorua there and bench it. Because if Andrew's next attacker is Trash Avalanche, then you need a way to KO it. And your way to KO it is actually Zoroark. So currently, it looks like Andrew's next attacker is Trash Avalanche. So you need a way to KO the Trash Avalanche, which is going to be through... Ideally, Ride is beating. I guess you could use your own Trash Avalanche, but ideally, it's Ride is beating. And we're actually going back here where him not having the Psychic Energy in play is going to be huge, where he Ultra Balled it away instead of Ultra Balling away Acerola. I don't know what he was thinking with that. So Patrick, once again, playing pretty poorly. Stadium comes out. Float Stone. Ideally, we see, what's it called here from Andrew? Sledgehammer. But he might not be able to get it. That's what he's thinking about right now, I'm sure, is if he wants to Sycamore or just attach and attack. I think you just go with attach and attack here, though. And he would have whiffed, so it's a good thing he went with attach and attack. Baby Buzz comes down, and then we should just see a Trash Avalanche to take out this Latios. He's going to have to look for another Trash Avalanche to actually deal with Patrick's Trash Avalanche. This is where Patrick could come back in the game and start to sweep with a Trash Avalanche, but he needs to get a Psychic Energy, which, once again, should already be on the Garbodor. There should already be a Psychic Energy on his bench Garbodor, but he decided to discard it over discarding the Acerola, and now he's in a pretty tough spot because of that. He doesn't actually have an attacker he can go with here. So he's going to go... I think he's going to go try and find... he should play the Evo Soda, at least to burn it out of the deck. He should not Flow Stone the Trash Avalanche, because that's what he's setting up to attack with. You should Choice Band the Trash Avalanche, Flow Stone a Lele. Treasure Away Evo Soda, I guess, is fine. Depends how many items are in his discard pile. You don't want your Zoroark to be able to get Trash Avalanche one shot, so... There's an end. Excuse me, ends Andrew to 2, and he needs... I don't think he has access to Psychic. He has access to Double Puzzle, and he has access to DCE. And he's got none of them. So I think it's going to be a pass from Patrick. Probably retreat to Lele and pass. Depends how many items are in there, if he can actually do that. Otherwise, it's going to be retreat to Zorua pass. Yep, Zorua pass. Shrine damage comes in. Draw from Andrew. Psychic Energy. Just going to hold it. I don't see any reason to play it. This should just be Trash Avalanche. And Shrine damage again. One prize for Andrew now. I don't see how Andrew ever loses this one, really. It's going to be an end to 1. So here's his moment to come back. He needs to hit Double Puzzle or DCE basic Pokemon. We'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a DCE, but there's no basic Pokemon. I don't think he can win anymore. I'm pretty sure Trash Challenge one-shots Zork, so I might be wrong. Variety speeding. Trash Challenge might not be in one-shot range yet on the Zork. You really need a basic Pokemon there. All right, so I assume he's not in one-shot range when he went and counted. Draw from Andrew. Cynthia, that's pretty strong. And then we'll see the Trash Challenge. If he hits Field Blower here, he wins. If not, the game will continue, but I still think Andrew will come out in the end of this one either way. There's a Trash Challenge. Second Trash Challenge setup's going to be super tough. He also has a Rainbow Energy he could attach. I don't want to see him attach it, though, just in case of Enhanced Hammer. Now he could get knocked out plus Enhanced Hammered off the bench. So I'm not a big fan of that, the attachment to the bench there. But it doesn't look like Patrick quite has anything to deal with this situation. And it looks like Andrew will be taking this one. There we go. Andrew advances 2-0 over Patrick. Round 6. It was played pretty clean by Andrew. I think it was this game. Both games were played pretty poorly by Patrick. Game 1 especially was played very poorly. Yeah, just super poorly played by. I think Patrick had a pretty good shot to win game 1 if he ever just like Bridgeted like ever. Chose not to, and that's the situation. He ended up taking the loss. The second game, he still made some mistakes, I think. Not quite as bad as game 1, but there were still mistakes, some pretty big ones too. And that will end up with Andrew taking the set 2-0 over Patrick in round 6 of day 1. Thanks for watching, guys. If you did enjoy the video, give it a like. If you enjoy the content, subscribe. Constructive criticism, as always, is welcomed in the comment section down below. Links to my Twitch live stream, Twitter, Facebook, all that in the description below. Have a good day.